Hello YouTubers, this is a video of a fairly simple how-to mod on the Nerf N-Strike Recon. It's arguably one of the most popular of the N-Strike series, very easy to find. And the mod will involve finding a fairly typical 3-inch Home Depot spring, that's about $2, and then placing it into the back stock of the Recon, and I will show you how to do that. And it does significantly increase the firing range of the Recon. I won't give you an exact amount, but I'm sure a lot of you out there would like to mod this Recon. So this is a fairly easy way to do it. So step one to this mod is fairly simple. You're going to be removing the black end cap of the Recon. You're going to be hopefully dremeling, or it may take a long time, to just cut through the back of that cap with enough space to place in this 3-inch spring. So I'll just show you. These screws are off. There's 2 screws on the back. You take that off and get it in good light. So you'll find that originally it has a small little opening at the top to show you that the action is all the way back, and of course you slide it forward and then it's ready to fire. So I'll show you next what the modded end cap looks like. It won't be a great view, but hopefully you'll get the idea. So what I've done is I've drilled it out into a fairly larger, just a circular opening, and you can see there's a little bit of space all around. It's helpful to try to smooth out the interior of where you're cutting, because you'll see you don't want to get this caught too high or too low, or too left or too right on that modified end cap. And on the stock, what I did, it's really just a lot of hot glue. That will work just fine. What you'll want to do is get it as centered as possible. So you want it to be centered like this, and centered down the middle, down here. And I actually put a small, it's like a large washer, just as long as you get that spring centered, and you make sure that the spring doesn't come flying off this way after you fire. So you want to make sure, actually, so you can pull on a little. You want to make sure it's secure in there. You're not going to glue anything in here. The action already does just a fine job of pushing the spring back, and I'll show you that, although it doesn't require 2 hands, but it requires quite a lot of force. So you'll see, I'll slide it back. It's fairly easy. And then now you'll see the spring start to compress. And now I'm going to press fairly hard, and you can see now the spring is quite compressed. That's where your energy is coming from. That's the whole point of the mod. And it should slide back forward quite easily. And I'll compare this. You can just listen to the sound. So this is the sound of the unmodified Recon. Okay, it's decent. Gives you a good 20-25 feet on your projectile. So here's the modified one. Already the action has gone back and forward. And just listen to the sound of this new one. Yeah. So you can test the range for yourself, but for a $3 mod, I think you'll be pretty pleased. So thanks for your time, and I'll post some new videos soon. Just one extra note I just wanted to add in. I put in 1 small screw here and 1 small screw here, so that the stock is not removable just by the switch. It's not too complex. You can just use some very small screws, but it's not a good idea just to stay with this little orange clip here. It's not a good idea if by chance it might get moved around, or in the action, if you're using it a lot, it comes off a lot and things get loose. So once you've done this mod, it's a good idea to put in at least 1 screw, so that yeah, you make sure you're not stressing these parts too much, taking it on, taking it off, and things like that. Alright, that's all. Thank you.